Hey everyone, hope you all are fine. So today we are going to continue our chapter number 2, that is form of business organizations, and today we are going to discuss our second form of business organization, that is partnership. So first of all, I would like to tell you that all the conditions, rules, regulations whichever is related to our partnership firm, so those are explained under Partnership Act, that is 1952. Okay, so let's proceed towards the meaning of partnership. It is the relation between persons. Now, firstly, I want to tell you persons here means minimum two. So, minimum two persons are required in order to start a partnership. So, it is a relation between the persons who have agreed. Now, agreed means there must be an agreement between them, right? So, this we are going to discuss further. So, let's continue this meaning. So, there are two persons who will agreed upon something to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. This is the most important line, that is carried on by all means suppose A, B and C three partners are there. Whether three are coming to business, they are involved in day to day activities, or any of them, like even if only B is coming to the business, still they all will be considered as partners and they will distribute profits and losses in the agreed ratio, right? So अगर सारे काम करें तो भी एक बात है. If any of them, अगर एक भी person coming to the business and participating in the business, that this is one and the same thing, right? Now let's talk about this agreed. This is called agreement. Now what is this agreement? So whenever two persons will meet in order to start a partnership firm, they will just decide all the things related to, like how they will distribute, in which ratio they will distribute profits and losses of the firm, whether any partner is entitled for salary, commission, interest on capital or not. So all these terms, all these things are decided by the partners mutually, right? So that is called agreement. So that can be an oral agreement or written. So in partnership there is no compulsion to have a written agreement. So it totally depends upon the partners whether they want to have an oral agreement or written one. Oral means they are verbally deciding all the terms and conditions, and written means they have just uh, write down all the things, all the rules and regulations related to business, like situation of business, number of partners, kind of business. So all these things they have written and they have just signed there. So that is called a written agreement. One most important thing, that written agreement is called deed, partnership deed. Okay, that written agreement is called partnership deed. Now our next topic is features. So what are the features? Let's have a look. So our first feature is formation. So formation, I already told you, a very simple format is there. They just need to make an agreement, that may be written agreement or oral one. Okay. So it will be just formed by just making a simple agreement. Then is liability. Liability is unlimited in case of partnership. It means all the partners are liable for all the debts, and even if the debts are not to be covered from the business, then they have to take the funds or money from his personal or their personal property too, right? So the liability in case of partnership is unlimited, like sole proprietorship. Next is risk bearing. Now it will be risk bearing means who will bear the risk or losses. So all the partners, according to their profit sharing ratio, they will bear the risk. Then is decision making. Decision making is mutually. So nobody, not even a single partner, can take any kind of decision. So if anybody wants to take any kind of decision or they want to purchase anything for the business, then the partner will firstly talk to another partner, will take his consent, only then they can make any kind of decision. Okay, so there, here the decision making process is mutual. Then is continuity. Continuity means how they can continue the business. Now I have already told you, minimum two persons are required in order to form partnership. So if anyone dies or anyone is ill, so they cannot continue the partnership. On the other hand, if there are more than two persons, suppose there are four persons and one died, So remaining 3 can continue, right? So it depends upon the number of persons who are forming partnership. Then is number of persons, I have already told you. Minimum number of persons required are 2 and the maximum number is 50. तो 50 से ज़्यादा पर्सन्स पार्टनरशिप में नहीं आ सकते एंड लेस देन 2 पार्टनरशिप को फॉर्म नहीं कर सकते. Then is mutual agency. Now, mutual agency means all the partners are also agent of each other. For example, there are 3 partner A, B and C. If B is making any kind of decision or he is doing any act without taking consent of A and C, then B is answerable to A and C. So, as we all know that all the partners are owners of the business, but they also act like agents to each other, right? So, there is mutual agency. The next topic is merit. So, our first merit is more funds. Now, we all know that because 2 persons are there, so they can contribute more money to the business and thus they can enhance the business very easily. So, this is a merit for partnership. Easy to form and closure, a very simple point, because with a simple agreement, whether oral or written, they will form it or they will just close it जब भी उनको लगेगा कि their motive of doing the business is done, or if they want to close it at will, अपनी मर्जी से अगर बंद करना चाहते हैं, they will close it. Next is balanced decision making. Balance क्यों है? Because all will take consent of each other. If one person is not taking right decision, the other person can guide him. So thus there will be a perfect decision making or a balanced decision making. The next one is sharing of risk, as they will share all the profits, whatever they will earn in the business. Similarly, if there will be any losses in the firm, so they will share according to profit sharing ratio. So the burden is not on a single person. So it will divide it between the partners. So this was all about meaning of partnership, features and merits. So next topics we will discuss tomorrow. Till then, please do practice. Thank you so much.